Hi guys, welcome back to Anges Pilates. Today's workout is a butt and back toning workout. Let's get started. So let's start off by warming up the back of the body. So I'd like you to take a seat. Feet are hip distance apart. Bring your toes up towards your shin bones. Let's take a breath in. I'd like you to hinge from your hip bones as you exhale. And if you can't touch your toes, that's okay. Just place your hands on your shins. Just relax your shoulders and let's just lower the chest, rounding the upper spine. And I take a breath in. On the exhale, let's just reach through the crown, push down through your sit bones and lift your chest a little. Now, I'm quite flexible, so you might not be able to stay there, but if that's fine, if that's you, come up a little bit higher. I just want you to try and feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Soften your shoulders. Breathe in. And exhale, keep lengthening the spine. So you want to aim for a long spine on the diagonal. Push down firmly through the sit bones. Breathing in. And exhale, try and go a little deeper. Just stretching the back of those legs, because pretty intense work coming up through the back chain of the body. Let's do one more. Breathing in, lift that chest a little. And then exhale, let's lower. Relaxing if you can, feeling that stretch a little deeper without rounding. So keep reaching through the crown and pushing down through your sit bones. Then lower your head, look at your navel, and then roll up, rebuilding the spine. And relax your shoulders. Beautiful. We're going to lie down. So I'd like you to lay down on your bellies. Take your hands, just cross them one on top of each other, and lower your forehead. I'd like you to take your knees nice and wide and then flex your feet, pull your toes up and your heels will be touching. Now, very important is your hip bones. You want to make sure they don't leave the mat. So make sure you're not giving me this. You want no gap here. If you lift your hips, you're going to load your lower back. So you want to squeeze the buttocks, push your hips firmly into the mat, and you want to feel your pubic bone. Remember that Pilates triangle I refer to, pubic bone, hip bones on the mat. Now lower your forehead, relax your shoulders. Think of drawing your navel up and then you want to feel the abdominals here. Now on your next exhale, just push your heels together and release. Exhale, press and release. So you keep your forehead down. Just make sure your knees are on, and as you push your heels together, you want to start to feel the work in the crease of that glute. Very small movement. 5 more. Exhale, navel up and in, and release. 4 more. Breathing out and in. 3 more. Press and release. 2 more. Exhale and release. 1 more. Press and release. Now it gets a little harder. We're going to try and keeping your hip bones grounded, very important, and float your thighs off. Exhale, and then lower. Keep the heels pushing together. Now you might not be able to get much height, that's okay. If you're experiencing cramp through the hamstrings, just keep your knees on the floor. Exhale, lift, and remember, no lower back. So don't let your belly button touch the mat as you slightly lift those thighs off. Deep contraction through the hamstrings. 5 more. Exhale, lift and release. 4 more. Breathing out and in. 2 more. Exhale, navel up and in, no back. 1 more. Lift and lower. Beautiful. Extend your legs. Oh, that feels good. Legs are hip distance apart. Place your arms here. This is too narrow, so on the edge of the mat, balance on your forehead. Pilates triangle, remember, pubic bone, hip bones on the mat. Think about that imaginary line, your B line. Lift your navel up and away from that line, running across your hips to keep the abdominals engaged. Take a breath in, lift your navel up and in. Now float your chest off. As you breathe out, making sure your head and neck come with you. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale and lower. So this is pretty slow, guys. Everything has a breath. Breathing in, navel up and in to prepare. Exhale, lift your chest. Think of a suitcase handle between your shoulder blades to pick up your chest. Don't do this. Don't let your head lift. Looking at the mat, breathe in. Exhale and lower the chest. We're trying to target the upper back muscles, thoracic vertebra. Breathing in, navel up and in, chest lifts as you exhale. Inhale, hold. Arms are very light on the floor. Exhale and lower down. Let's do one more. Breathing in, navel up and in, feet are grounded. Exhale, use those upper back muscles to lift your chest, not your neck. Inhale, hold. Exhale and lower. Now we're going to go a little deeper, guys. Breathing in, navel up and in. This time as you exhale, lifting your chest, can you float your arms off without doing this? Look at the mat. Inhale, hold. Exhale and release down. Let's go again. Breathing in, navel up and in. Exhale, chest lifts. Inhale, hold. Exhale and lower. Now just a quick thing in the middle here. If you're struggling to get up, I have quite a bit of a lift here. I can get my chest right off. If you're struggling, don't do this, guys. This isn't going to help you. So if you're struggling, just try and activate the upper back muscles. You might just be here. That's okay. As long as you're not lifting your neck. Let's do two more. Breathing in, navel up and in. Exhale, chest lifts. Softly with your shoulder blades. Inhale, hold. Exhale and release down. You've got one more. Breathing in, feet are grounded, navel up and in. Exhale, chest lifts. Inhale, stay. Now imagine you've got a squash ball between your sternum and the mat. On your next exhale, extend your right arm a little harder now. And then your left. Try and relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Lift your chest a little higher if you can and bring your elbows in. Exhale, your chest might lower here. Keep your feet grounded. Inhale, up and around. Elbows in, squeeze those buttocks. Exhale, reach, lengthen. Inhale, up and around. Elbows tuck. Two more. Exhale, lift the navel up and in. And reach around, elbows tuck. One more. Exhale, lengthen, feet are grounded. Up and around, elbows tuck. And release down. Beautiful. Hands underneath your shoulders. Let's press back, child's pose. Knees wide. Anchor your sit bones. Lower your forehead. Walk your fingertips away and breathe into the stretch. Beautiful release across the lower spine. And feel the stretch from the top of the scapula right down to your tailbone. Hands underneath your shoulders and coming up. Beautiful. We're going to come into a shoulder bridge. So come to the edge of the mat. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Take your arms here. Breathing in, let's lift the chest a little. Exhale, pelvic tilt, and lower down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Land your head, bring your feet in. So your feet are hip distance apart, your heels are comfortable distance from your buttocks, and your pelvis is neutral. Check in. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. Little pocket of air between that lower back and the mat. Breathing in, you're going to push that pocket of air away and come into a pelvic tilt. Exhale, let's squeeze the buttocks, lifting the hips and coming all the way up onto the top of your back. Check here, long line from under the armpit to the hip bone to the knee. Think about your B line. Take a breath in, pull your navel away from that line and slowly replace the spine. One vertebra at a time. Feel the support of the lower back, then land your tailbone. Find that little pocket of air, and if your shoulders have shifted, that's okay. Just push your hands away towards your heels. Let's go again. Breathing in. It's a pelvic tilt as you roll your hips towards your ribs. Pocket of air is gone. Exhale, push down through the feet. Now as you drive up using your buttocks, make sure you haven't opened your knees. They go straight down the center. Long line at the top, weight between the shoulder blades. Take a breath in, navel down and towards your spine as you replace that spine. Feel the support of the lower back, and then land your tailbone, relax your shoulders. Let's do two more like this. Breathing in, pelvic tilt. Push that pocket of air away, watch your knees. Exhale, squeeze the buttocks, and feel the energy through the feet. Feel the energy coming out of your knees. Don't overextend at the top. Feet are grounded. Breathe in. Exhale and slowly replace that spine. Feel the support of the lower back. Land your tailbone, relax your shoulders. We're going again. Inhale. Pelvic tilt to start. Exhale. Using those glutes, let's drive up. Hit that long line at the top. Now, if you experience any back strain through this, please stay with your feet grounded, or you might just want to stay here. We're lifting the right knee. Don't move the leg if there's back strain. Make sure your hip hasn't dropped. Make sure you haven't lowered your hips. You're driving out through that left glute. Now we're going to extend the leg. I'd like you to get to 90 if you have the flexibility, but if you don't, take your leg further away. You don't want a bent knee. You're going to push the heel away, lower your leg so the thighs are in line with each other. Point the toe and lift. Here's your breath. Exhale and lift. Breathing out and in. Now, if you're not sure about your hips, place your fingertips on your hip bones. 3 more and lift. 2 and lift. 1 more and lift. Bend your knee tabletop. Lower toe ball heel. Are your hips level? Pick up the other leg. Make sure you haven't dropped. Drive up to that right glute. 90 degrees if that's available, or lower your leg till your leg is straight. We flex as we lower. Point and we lift. Here's the breath. Breathing out and in. Exhale and inhale. Keep those hips still, hands, fingers on if you need to feel what's going on. 3 more. Ribs are soft and closed. 2 and lift. Last 1 and lift. Bend that knee tabletop, lower toe ball heel. Hips should be level. Take a breath in. Navel towards your spine. Make sure your knees aren't tracking out as you replace that spine. Land your tailbone. Find your neutral and pull your shoulders away if they've lifted. Bring your arms above your head. Don't let your ribs flare. Breathe in, nod your chin. Exhale and up you come. Extend your legs. We're just going to release the hamstrings before we go back to a bridge. Exhale, stay here. Relax your shoulders. Pull your toes up and feel a stretch in the hamstrings. Rebuild your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull your navel towards your spine and slowly lower. Bend your knees, hip distance apart. Heels a comfortable distance from your buttocks. Do you have a little pocket of air? Neutral pelvis. Inhale. Press that pocket of air away as you push the lower spine into the mat. Exhale. Drive up using your buttocks and hit that long line at the top. Right leg lifts, tabletop. Now, if you have a back problem, this might be where you want to stay. Or feel free to keep both feet grounded. No back strain. Otherwise, come with me. You're going to extend that leg. Remember? Option at any time is here. Reduce the lever. Otherwise, long leg. Imagine someone's got your big toe and they're lifting it up. We breathe out. 7, 6. Feel that work through that left glute. Hold it up. Flex the foot. If you're not sure what's happening with your hips, put your fingers on. Take the leg out. Only go as far as you can without doing this, guys. So you've got to make sure your hips are lifted and use the inner thigh to come back in. Push down slightly through those arms. Engage your tries. Are you breathing? Inhale, leg goes out. Exhale and pull it in. Think about your left knee. Make sure it's not pulling out or in. It's right on top of that ankle. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Breathing in and breathing out. Last 1, I think. Back to here. Bend that knee tabletop, lower toe ball heel. Hips stay lifted. Pick up your left leg. Remember, the option is here. Or stay here and just breathe. Or come with me and extend that leg. Leg as long as you can get it. Now bring the toes up. Hands on the hips if you want to feel what's happening with your hips. Inhale, take the leg out. Don't let the hips drop. Exhale, inner thigh as you pull in. Watch the right knee. Don't let it do this. As you come in, keep it grounded right on top of that ankle. Exhale and pull. Shoulders away from your ears. Little bit of resistance with those arms, the triceps. 3 more, guys. Inhale and exhale. Try and soften your face. This is tough. 1 more. Back to the center. Bend that knee, lower toe ball heel. Your hips are level. Did you have to adjust them to get them straight? If you did, you'd let them drop. Think about that imaginary line. Pull your navel away from that line and replace your spine as you exhale. Feel the support of the lower spine. Land your tailbone. Extend your legs. Keep the pelvis neutral. Bring your arms above your body. Breathe in, nod your chin. Exhale, up you come. Reaching for your toes and releasing those hamstrings. Oh, how good does this feel? Then rebuild your spine. And we're going to stay back with those legs, so back onto your belly. Let's lay down. Again, you want your hands so they're crossed, and lower your forehead. Your legs will be hip distance apart. Now remember, we're coming back to that Pilates triangle. Pubic bone, hip bones on. Make sure they don't leave the mat. Let's slightly squeeze those glutes. Slight rotation. Remember, you're not gripping. You're going to get enough work in a moment. And lower the forehead. Now don't allow your belly button to touch the mat. So on the inhale, lift your navel up and in and bend your right knee. Exhale, you're going to float the thigh off, but don't let your hip bone leave the mat. You're going to extend that leg. Hip bone stays grounded and lower. We're going again. Let's do the same leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, thigh lifts, hip bone stays on. Inhale, we lengthen. And we lower on the exhale. Relax your shoulders. And again, inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, lift the thigh off, hip bone stays on. Lengthen as you breathe out and lower. One more. Breathing in, bend. Exhale, thigh lifts. Reach long and lower down. Let's change legs. Left leg, bend the knee. Exhale, lift the thigh. Let's reach long and lower down, navel up and in. Let's go again. Breathing in, knee bends. Exhale, thigh lifts, hips on. Lengthen and lower down. You've got two more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift on the exhale. Hip bone grounded. Lift and lower. Now take a breath in. Lift your navel up and in. Exhale, lift one leg, and it's a long leg. And lower. Then we alternate. Left leg. So keep your head on your keep your forehead on your hands. And before you lift your leg, think about lengthening out of your hip joint. You want to use your glutes and the back chain of the body to lift the leg. You don't want to bend your knee to lift. No back here, guys. Don't let your belly button touch the mat. Last one, single. Lift. And now we're going to do both legs. Exhale, lift. And lower. Now if you're lifting both your legs and your lower back is loading, come back to one leg. Exhale, navel up and in. Lift. Inhale and lower. Four more here. Breathing out and lower. If your back is good, squeeze those buttocks and try and get your legs a little higher. Make sure your belly button isn't touching the mat. Exhale. Two more. Breathing out, shoulders relaxed and lower. Last one, hold it here. Bring your heels together. We flex, beat the heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and flex. 2, 3, 4, breathe. And 10, 9, 8, point. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it and release. Good job. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press back, child's pose. So knees are wide. Anchor your sit bones and lower your forehead. Beautiful. Walk your fingertips away. And just breathe. So feel that length across your lower spine. Feel the stretch from the top of the scapula right down to your tailbone. Hands underneath your shoulders and coming up. Beautiful. So I'd like you to come onto all fours. Shoulders above your wrists, knees underneath your hips. I'd like you to tuck your toes and make your way into a down dog. So spread your fingertips. You want to push down through your palms and you want to try and ground your heels towards the mat. Let's just lift up, working through the back of the legs and lower down. Breathing out and in. Keep pressing your chest towards your thighs. Just allow your head to relax, soften your jaw. 5 more. and lower. So coming right up onto the tiptoes and lower. Navel up and in and lower. 2 more. See if you can lift your sit bones a little higher. Last one and lower. Now make sure your feet underneath your hips. Pick up your right leg. Flex your foot. You're going to kick it up and tap it down. Make sure that you're not opening that hip as you pick up your leg. Weight even through the hands. Drive your heel away, toes to the floor. Exhale. You've got 5 more. Breathing out and in. 4 and lower. 3 more. Navel up and in. 2. Last one. And lower down. Lift your sit bones a little high if you can. Try and relax your shoulders. Left leg up and tap. Now you'll notice each side might be different. Push the heel away, tap the toes. Exhale and inhale. Don't let that left hip open. 5 more. 5 and tap. Spread those fingers. 4 and tap. 3 more. Out and in. 2. Last one. And lower the foot. Spread those toes, spread those fingertips. Lift your sit bones a little higher, just relax your neck. Now just to finish off with a stretch, take your back hand, the one furthest away from me, and reach for the outside edge of your front leg. Keep your hips facing the floor. Exhale and you're turning your shoulders and your chest, but your hips stay facing the floor. Now just breathe. Lift those sit bones a little higher. Beautiful. Try and relax into it. Pretty challenging. And lower the hand. Lift your sit bones high. Take your front hand, the one closest to me. Reach for the outside edge of your back leg. Now as you breathe out, turn your shoulders and chest, but keep your hips facing the floor. And I have a beautiful view here of sunny blue skies and beautiful green trees. Makes it all worthwhile. Beautiful. Lower those hands and lower your knees. Knees are wide, toes together, and just press back into child's pose. So lower that forehead. Walk your fingertips away and feel that beautiful release across the lower spine. Stay with your breath. Then hands underneath the shoulders and coming up. Beautiful, guys. So you can add this workout onto a normal 30-minute workout if you want to, before or after. I hope you enjoyed that, and as usual, I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.